What's that in my cup? That's that potion. Rubbing honey's on my skin like it's lotion.
right?
It's me, Pretty Peach Pichu.
Vegas, let me hear y'all make some noise.
Wanna be me? Hey, it's me, Pretty Peach Pichu. Happy Tuesday, aka Tuesday. How are we doing today? Shout out to the icon of the day. Thank you for the resubscription. Who resubscribed? Thank you so much, Pickled, for the resub. Hello everyone. Thank you so much for the resub. A shout out to the icon of the day, Pickled. Thank you for checking in, everyone. Hello to Milotic. Hi, Pickled. Hi, Pepsi Coke Bottoms. Hi, V. Hi, Andalise. Hello, everyone else. How are we doing today? Oh, and there's Piss Rock. Hot girl, bitch girl, I'm a bitch girl. Fast girl, catch me if you can, girl. You a swerve girl, who the fuck are you, girl? You just wanna be me. Get into it. Hey, hey. You a swerve girl, who the fuck are you, girl? You just wanna be me. Get into it. Hi, Milo Tick. What is this? Is that a goldfish? Right. So today we are going to be playing some more Brilliant Diamond. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, that is. So this is going to be a side quest episode of the Girlypoplocke, where we are not going to be voting for anything today. This is a great time for anybody to be accumulating some lovely, lovely channel points. And actually, if any of my moderators who are here, if y'all could if somebody could make like a cute little quick announcement similar to the one that I made like yesterday, where it was just kind of like, if you want channel points, now is the time to go to the stream because we're not voting today. I would appreciate that. It can be really cutely said. Yeah, goldfish snack with Pride Rainbow. Cute. Snack that smiles back. Okay, so we're going to be starting. We're going to be going to the what I have it written down somewhere, girl. I have it written down. We're going to be going to the old chateau. We're going to be going to like the what is it? The Lost Tower. Girl, we have a couple things.
Baby!
Oh baby! Hell yeah! We're going to be going to the Lost Tower. We're going to be going to the old chateau. We're going to be going to the Grand Underground. We're going to be doing some. We might do the Salation Ruins as well. Yeah. Are y'all ready? I'm ready. Boo 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 boo. Boo 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 boo. Oh, get into it, my little chick. Thank you. Pull up for pretty pink channel points. Today is a filler episode for the Girlypoplocke, which no voting will take place. Exactly. So, why don't we talk about who is currently on the team for the official Girlypoplocke? We have Penguissimo, the Primplup. We have Maruchan, the Combuskin, who had immunity last episode. We have Caramel, who had producer safety last episode. She's a Baniri. We have Pink Venom. Pink Venom is a shell loss. We have a standard shell loss. We have Gabriella, the shiny Breezel, who got voted in last episode. And we also have Princess, the level 1 Feebas, who also got voted in last episode. We may or may not do some contests. I really don't think that we should do contests since we actually haven't explored Heart Home City. I know that we went to Heart Home City, but we didn't really explore it. So I wasn't going to go out of my way to be like, yeah, let's do some contests. No, we're not going to do contests today because it's not part of the story just yet. Maybe in a future filler episode, we can do some contests. I would love to do some contests, especially with Princess on the team. However, it is what it is. So for the events of today's episode, because our Pokemon are reaching their level 30 moment and we're not going to be having our 4th gym badge until till tomorrow, because tomorrow is the episode where we're going to be going to the Pastoria City gym. I'm going to be taking our transferred in Pokemon that are a little bit of the closer to the higher level, and we're going to be taking them off of the team. And we're going to be adding in some Pokemon that could possibly use a little bit of leveling up. But also Pokemon that are either not going to evolve or that should not evolve. I pickled. Oh, so ready. I'm ready. I got my Minecraft loaded up. What are y'all doing? Let's hatch the egg. Y'all want to hatch the egg today? I am posting this VOD, so we can hatch the egg. I don't really want to evolve any of the Pokemon, but I'm open-minded. So maybe I shouldn't hatch the egg, because it's basically like, you know. Oh, I see. Maybe we should save the egg. I don't want anything to evolve. I'm worried. Okay, I guess we're good here. Put it in a cup, mix it up, add the melon. Baby, let me see you hit the floor, get independent. I don't think I can fly yet, though. Where do you get fly from? I'm looking now. Okay, so we do have to push the story just slightly, but honestly, it's not a huge deal. I'm not going to be showing the graphics since this is not an official episode, therefore there are no Pokemon that are going to be voted out or Pokemon that should be evolving. But we still do need to go get Lucas's Pokédex. That was the last thing that happened. Last episode of the Girlypoplocke was that we need to go and help Lucas get his Pokédex, and that's how we actually get Flight. I didn't realize that. If I did realize that, I would have helped him earlier. However, because of the fact that we are going to be going into the Grand Underground, and there's a possibility, and there's also, we're going to be going into the Old Chateau and the Lost Tower, there's going to be a lot of Pokemon that we're going to probably be encountering. So there's going to be some Pokemon that we can put into play into the roster, even if they're not necessarily going to be making it to the actual team anytime. So we're definitely going to be doing some flops and bops. Also, hi, Oreo. I wonder why they allow for Prinplup to no Stealth Rock. It's because some penguins build rocks out of their nests. Although Prinplup is not based on like rock hopper penguin. Curious. That Combuskin would have been real useful right about now, but we're gonna switch to Pink Venom. I never listened to that song. Girl, maybe we should listen to that right now. I'll turn on Pink Venom. Is it on Spotify? Let's see. Oh, that also makes sense. Infernape and Torterra also get it. Get it. Good. Bro, this is kind of crazy. This song is all over the place. Also, this Beautifly has been here for a little bit too long. Yeah, mineral types do get mineral type moves. That makes sense. Okay, girl, I guess. Like, I feel the vibe or whatever, but I'm not feeling it. Like, not pink venom fainting, bitch. Okay, period. Yeah, totally. I see it. Oh, it's moving. I mean, I guess. If y'all like it, I love it. That's what I'll say. Yes, please. Aerial Ace, please. Oh, Glammeow was learning aerial. Girl, get into it, Vanity. Hello? Vanity. Pictures in magazines and movie screens. Vanity. So good to be popular and glamorous. We love ourselves and no one else. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, we knocked them the fuck out, even though it took like too many moves. That stinks. Our Pokemon are weak. We get new ones from headquarters. Who cares how some Pokedex about some Pokedex anyway? Team Galactic is going to own all the Pokemon in the world. No, in the universe, bitch. There, take it. Take your Pokedex. Those things we had in the warehouse have already been moved to Pastoria City anyway. So we'll say you'll get yours and run like the grunts we are. What's going on here? Why is Team Galactic out in the streets like they own the place? Thanks, honestly. If Professor Rowan ever hears that I lost my Pokédex, oh man, that's something I do not want to think about. So, Peach, what are your plans now? I'm going off to Pastoria City. The Great Marsh there has all kinds of Pokemon. Well, we're gonna be in them streets. We're outside. And there's my fly. And now we can go to the town map and we can fly elsewhere. So where should we go first? Do y'all want to go to the... What do y'all want to do first? We could do the Old Chateau, we could do the Lost Tower, or we could do the Grand Underground. We could also do the Salation Ruins, but I'm only going there mostly for the items. I'm not going to go out of my way to catch a bunch of unknown right now. Old Chateau? Does anybody second the Old Chateau? Does anybody actually give a fuck? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Amen. Old Chateau. IV. I guess it's Old Chateau time. I think the presence of the old chateau honestly gives an impression that they were always planning on expanding all the way to France. AKA Kalos. Here we are, the old chateau. What missed late about empty chair. It seems that Milotic has got a baby ghast, but will I catch a baby ghast leak? I think that if they were ever to do all regions in one makes that fans have been pipe dreaming about for a decade, 2 decades, mind you, they should make it to where you can go into the TV in the old chateau and then come out and be in the strange house in Unova. That would be gaggy. What if? Flopper bop, flopper bop. What do we think? Male Ghastly, yes or no? What if we saw a female? What if I wanted a female Ghastly?
Number 69, Ghastly, the gas Pokemon, a ghost and poison type. This Pokemon's body is 95% made up of gases. The Pokemon can be blown away by strong gusts of wind. Ghastly, the gas Pokemon.
What are we gonna name him? Milotic had Mr. Farty locked and loaded. Meanwhile, I roll my eyes. The toot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Aura. Aura is taken. Spectacle. Dave. Dave. I like maybe Spectacle. Phantasma. If we're gonna name it Phantasma, I want it to be a girly. Should I go catch a girly instead? We're skipping. I did not name it. I said that if I like the name Phantasma, and I said I want a girl. An old gâteau.
Wants cake.
Dry rotted cake. Let's just start our way down. A dread plate. There's text engraved on the back of the obtained plate. Power of defeated giants. And how do you get the Pokemon that's in this TV? I do not remember. Don't answer that. I'm looking it up. It's post-game. No, it's post-game. At night. You have to go at night and post-game. What level is it? Heads. Bitch, that scared me. Why am I nervous? Who remembers our Haunter in the Let's Go Eevee playthrough? I do. I don't remember her name, but I do remember her. Hi, Comet. Do you... What is it?
You see her anywhere? Take a look around. You're not gonna.
Right. I hate how the first one that we threw the Pokeball at, it immediately got captured, and this one is like fighting for its life. Wants to battle, wants to fight. Like, hi, Ruby.
Hi.
We're gonna use Peck. I don't think it's gonna take it out. Oh my god. Sick to my stomach. I'm sick. Honestly, that encounter made me nervous though. When I was a kid and I went to the old chateau for the first time in Pokemon, what the fuck? Look at this. Why am I gagged? Girl, I'm in fight or fight mode. I gotta get out of here. I've talked about some of them in the Discord at least, But if I were to play any kind of like spooky games, like horror games that were not DVD, what would y'all like to see? Five Nights at Freddy's, Luigi's Mansion. I said horror, I said spooky, and you said Luigi. I said horror, I said spooky, and you said, let's play a game in the Mario universe. And there you go, that's Phantasma. And she is not going to be a part of the official team, but since we're leveling up some baddies right now, we're switching out that one, we're switching out our other Ghastly with Miss Phantasma. How about that? Roblox horror. And that was the old chateau. We now have a Ghastly. Look at this cutie. What do you mean you brought Princess into this world? Can you play Pal World? That's spooky in a different kind of way, girl. You want to try Subnautica sometimes? That seems like it'd be a horror game. I don't like that kind of horror, girl. I redeemed the wheel spin that got Princess. Okay. Right, so where is the fan art of this, Milotic? Where is the fan art? Where is the fan post? Where is the fandom TikTok account for the Girlypoplocke? Like, you need to double down in that obsessualism that you're talking about, right? Please. We're going down here because we're chill like that. I love a little exploring moment around the way. Oh, she gave me stickers. Not the fan account. What would you even post on a fan account? Honestly. Okay, but edits of what? Y'all don't be taking enough clips for me to believe that anybody's really making edits at this very moment. Also, anybody can hit the clip command. All you have to do is exclamation point clip when you're watching the stream. While we're here, why don't we go to this other side? Because we never went to this little area on the other side of the thing. The first time I ever went over there, it's because I really wanted to get a Chingling, but you can't get Chingling over there. Although I do believe that there are Pokemon over here. Actually, I don't remember. Actually, you're right. Actually, Milotic, we could technically hunt for spirit. We could accumulate all the things for Spiritomb if we wanted to at any point now. So if anybody really wants Spiritomb, we can do it, but it's not going to be really easy. I would have to talk to people online, like in the Grand Underground, consistently, basically. Aw, what a cutie. Oh, we're turning the Peachy's wheel on today. By the way, even though we're not doing a vote and nobody's joining the team, we're turning the wheel on. So if y'all would like to see a wheel spin, on. Whenever you're ready. Right, and that's why you need to be watching the streams, Milotic. To freedom! That scared the fuck out of me. I don't know where the freaking list to those Pokemon is. Oh, well, here's the thing. Oh, Chateau. Oh, we can also do the bike path, huh? The girls for real. So, B has spun the wheel. B has spoken. The way it covered up the stream, I'm sick. I did not know it was going to do that. I don't think there's anything good over here. You do the battles or whatever, but I just don't care. Actually, it's really interesting, like, playing this game again after finishing Legends, because, you know, we're in, like, the post-game era of Legends, and, like, really we just touch the other Legend Pokemon, and then we're really not gonna have shit to do. Because they're talking about how, like, the lady said that, like, you know, the man said they built this town in honor, like, you know, the legends or whatever, and that's great and valid. Nothing wrong with that. But, if I remember correctly, this whole area of the region was supposed to be like the Coronet Highlands. So that means like Eterna City, that would be obviously Celestic Town, which would also make sense. But it would be Eterna City, Eterna Forest, Floroma Town, etc. And then, like, obviously, Jubilife City would have been, like, the Jubilife settlement or whatever. And that makes sense, even to the extent that Canalave City would be part of would be a part of that as well. And then, like, what's really interesting is how some of this area down here, this would have been, like, the, Obsidian Fieldlands on the bay, like, down here. Because the Obsidian Fieldlands goes all the way down to, over here. Where like there's Romanus Island and things like that. So it's Kogita's, what would have been Kogita's settlement? That would have been Celestic. And then there's like the Solation town and the Solation ruins were actually in the general area as well. Because this would have been like all of the so this area would have been like the Apom's Tail area or whatever that it was called. For sure. This part of the region was not in Legend. But this part would have been the Apom's Tail area. And then this would have been like the coastlands over here. And then right here, this would have been the Crimson Mireland. And the Crimson Mirelands had the Solation. And so up here would have been the Mount Coronet Highlands, and then up here would have been the Alabaster Iceland. Yes, we humans are the biggest reason for loss of habitat. However, at this moment in time, the majority of the planet has been explored by humans, and the majority of species alive and extinct have interacted with humans for hundreds of thousands of years, if not a lot more. So, like, animal evolution has also been heavily impacted by humans, especially in North America, Africa, and Europe. They could have reshaped the whole area slowly but progressively. They could have, and they definitely did. We also have to keep in mind, though, that this Legends is kind of like I don't think it's a direct application. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're actually in the game, this area feels so much bigger when you're in Legends versus what were we gonna do? Old Chateau, Grand Underground, Bike Path. Let's do the bike path since we're already here. Oh, we were gonna do the area under the bike path, which means that we were possibly gonna do that cave with Gibble in it. I don't remember what that cave is called, y'all. Let's do a wheel spin first. We're already here. Are y'all ready? The Pokemon that we have options to have for today would be... what would it be? It would be a pink, a shiny Happiny, shiny Dratini, shiny Drifloon, shiny Meditite, Gibble, Psyduck, or Ralts, or Mareep. So which one do you want? So it's basically all of the pink Pokemon are possibly going to be added. We have cleared out the purple. We have all of the blue Pokemon are possible to add. We cleared out the green. We cleared out the yellow, except for Drifloon, and we cleared out the orange. So all we have is either red, Drifloon, olive blue, or olive pink. Which one do you want to be added while we wait for these? Not the half joke. I also love blue and yellow. I would love to see Gible be added. We need to name whatever Pokemon we do add in. Fun fact, I finished yesterday. I was working on, and I actually just finished the flyer for the fashion review, which will be revealed on Thursday's stream. Thursday, if you didn't know, is the VG. Something different, and she'll on Can somebody let me know when the ads are done? The people who are watching the ads can't tell. I also will be posting this VOD. It is, while it is not, while it is just a side episode, I am going to be posting. Then tomorrow when we stream, obviously part of this. I cut out. Oh, fuck. Ads are done. Thank you. All right, let's spin this wheel, y'all. Are y'all ready? So, like I said, Happiny, Mareep, Ralt, Psyduck, Gible, Meditite, Drifloon, and Dratini. There is our Pokemon. Does anybody else want to spin the wheel while we still have the opportunity? I don't care how many times we spin the wheel today. Let's see what Ruby is bringing in to the playthrough. Okay, so we have Happiny and we have Drifloon. All right, let's move back on. So right now there are 6 Pokemon left for Peachy's wheel spin. We have Meditite, Dratini, Mareep, Ralts, Psyduck, and Gible. Shout out to Yellow. So now that means that all we have left are pink Pokemon and blue Pokemon. Psyduck, Ralts, and Gible are blue. Meditite is actually red, mind you. Dratini and Mareep are pink. Now back to your regularly scheduled. What should we do now? Let's just go to the Grand Underground for a little bit. We'll fuck around. We'll come back up. We'll do something else. The statue is not in PLA, no. Is there any encounter that you would like to see in the Grand Underground? There's a lot of Pokemon under there. Even Pokemon that are only in the National Pokedex, but not in the actual regional. Frostlass. There might be some starters, that's true. Lickitung. Gastrodon. Ooh, get me away from it. Lickitung, Flopperbot, quickly. First, we gotta catch it. The Pokemon down here are normally harder to catch because they're higher leveled. Okay, do we have a tiebreaker for Lickitung? Level 30, girl. Pop 100%, well. It needs to forget that it just disabled Bubble Beam, in my opinion. You know what I actually miss? When I was actually making the decision to play this game, what I actually really wanted to play was Aurus, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I really miss the Hoenn region, like really, really badly. That was actually my favorite region for the longest time, and it still is to a certain extent. It's like a tie between Hoenn and Sinnoh, partially because that's when I really started playing and paying attention to what's going on in Pokemon, but also like I miss it. I don't know. I was just thinking about how the Pokedex, the colors were themed based on the game that you purchased or the game that you were playing. So like if you were playing Pokemon Ruby or Pokemon Omega Ruby, like the Pokedex had a red theme to it. Or if you're playing Sapphire, either of the Sapphire versions, you had a blue theme. Part of the reason that I decided to play this game is because, first of all, well, there's a few reasons. I'm not going to explain. Okay, what should we name our Lickitung? Tummy full of edible gummies, I'm feeling yummy. Right. Horus, my beloved OMG. That's my favorite Pokemon game. Did you? That's too many letters, Milo Take. Your greed disgusts me. That Chansey, absolutely not. Lost in the sauce? Any other ideas before we just name her Glutton and move on? I don't really like Glutton. Maybe we'll do Gluttony. Hold on. That's cute. With the space and then a little heart. That's kind of cute. Got boba. What kind did you get? What did you get? Did you get a smoothie or a tea or what? Also, isn't this a cute name? A mango fruit tea? Give me some right now, comment. Give me a sip. Buttony is cute. Ah! Let's see if we see. We're gonna do another trip into here before we start digging. Let's see if we see anything else interesting. Another Gastrodon, another Gastrodon, another Gastrodon, another Shellos, another Gastrodon. I'm sick. Get it away from me. Y'all don't like the name Gluttony? I thought it was cute. Girl, I forgot all the... There we go. Yup. You never got this mini game and still don't. Essentially, these items are a secondary currency. Especially because in this game you don't get BP or anything else. Like, we get BP and we get a lot of secondary currencies in future Pokemon games. But in this era of Pokemon, this is the secondary currency. And you can use these currencies, these spheres, to buy certain items that will either impact your experience in the Grand Underground, or also that you can take up to the surface. When you take those items up to the surface, you will be able to use them. So like TMs or other things. And then you just have to dig for them. The digging is the hard part. But the mining never made sense to me. So the pickaxe. The pickaxe. Shout out to the pickaxe. The pickaxe. It's like a small hit. I'll explain it to you as I do it. I'm looking for if there are any new Pokemon down here that we could add to our little box. Get it away from me. What if this was shiny? What if we found a shiny today? We should add Litten to this game. Flopper Bot, Magnemite. There's a little Magnemite right here. Flopper Bot, quickly. Comet says Bot. Honestly, it's kind of festive. Oh. Magneton Flop, Magnezone Bot. Ruby says Bot. I don't think that we're ever going to add this thing to the team. Does anybody have a tiebreaker? Bot for me. Hi, Drago. How are you doing? Annalise says bot. Okay. We're getting really mixed reviews. Comment with all love in the world. Be careful what you say around me. Please. What the fuck? You're crazy. I'm the least get into it. Okay, for those of you who like Magnemite, what are we gonna name it? I'll add it to the box since there are so many people who like it, but I doubt it's gonna ever make it into a vote. I could use Vegemite. I shouldn't be saying it out. Not everybody's gonna watch this VOD. It doesn't matter. You want me to name it Illit? Okay, I can do that. This time I want you. Bitch. Like it's magnetic. You. Bitch. This Magnemite pissed me off. I'm not naming nothing. If we see another one, we'll catch it and we'll name it Illit. But until then, we need to walk away. BPMO. For real. Now I need to heal my bitch. Like... Maybe it was a sign. Ruby, not you and your signs, girl. Okay. So, there are items behind the wall. They're inside of the wall, but they're sticking out of the wall, meaning that there's only a thin layer of rock between the wall and the items, which also implies that the wall in front of you is very unstable, and at any time, everything can come crumbling down, including the rock behind it. When you see the lower layer, the thin rubble in front of you, you use the pickaxe to take out one spot, and the pickaxe will weaken the rock around it. However, weakening the rock around it does not make it less easy to knock out. But when you pick the area around the weakened rock, it will also impact the area. It'll also impact that area as a second hit, which will then clear the space for the rest of your item that you're trying to excavate. There's a second layer. The second layer normally needs 2 to get down to the base layer that you're trying to get your items out from. And sometimes that second layer also has larger rocks on it, meaning that you're going to have to hit it 3 times. You should use the pickaxe for the majority of this. While you can use the mallet is not really beneficial unless you're trying to clear a large area of rocks all at once. But even then, you lose control when you do something like that if you don't know what you're going for in the first place. There's probably a very small fraction of the Pokemon community who's playing this game to this extent, but that's how you play the game. And at the end, you get whatever item you fully dig up. And some items in here are so small, you'd have to dig in here for a much longer time period than what they freaking give you. Oh, here it is. Hell yeah. And sometimes there are also pieces of rock that are stuck under there that you cannot dig through, and sometimes they're and like, but that has no effect on the items. It just means that, like, you know, when you're playing those, when you're trying to dig around those, they absorb the shock of your pickaxe or your hammer. Therefore, it's not going to be as helpful or beneficial to try and dig those out for whatever reason that you would try to. I was not good at Minesweeper. So like this one would be good for the mallet in theory, but you still lack control when you're hitting it with the mallet. So unless you plan on like going underneath it and seeing if there's something there, it doesn't benefit you to use the mallet, because even then you have you are running out of hits that you can make to the wall, which are indicated by the top area. Oh my gosh, hi Deku, Titania. Can we give a shout out to Deku? Also, why does that shit never play for you? Stream Elements must hate you or something. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for the raid. What were y'all playing? Deltarune? I did see you playing Deltarune. I didn't pop in, but I did see it in a little bit of a thing. I hope you were having a great time. But right now I'm explaining the digging simulation thing that in Pokemon to anyone who will listen, honestly. So the amount of hits that you can make are in this top line that my mallet is running over. That's what the crack indicates. It indicates the day it plays. It'll be a very special day. I guess so. I hope you had a great stream. Feel no obligation, you or your raiders, to stick around if you feel like you need to go. That's completely fine. I understand that, you know, a stream can be a lot to watch for a viewer or a I'll just play this really fast. Hi Raiders, my name is PrettyPeachPichu, and I am an alter ego of the creator known as Pretty Pink Pommy, and that's me too. And so like the small hits, if you notice, the small hits will make like a third of like the small hits are a quarter of what a mallet hit would be. But sometimes a mallet can get things out faster, and you can get away with, especially when you're towards the end of the stability of your little dig. The mallet can give you like extra space to get something out if you really need it, you know. Well, enjoy your food. Thank you so much, Deku. See you soon. I could probably play Minesweeper pretty well these days. But that's just because I understand the concept better. This is not the same premise as Minesweeper. It has a similar effect where you're looking for something like that. But like, nothing in this is actually indicating where the items that you're looking for are. I wish that was a real life Rotom. So that way we could add it to the team. Because I like Rotom. Because I like electric types. Because I like scrapped ideas for mythical Pokemon. How about that? Now comment. For that comment, you deserve 10 lashings with a wet noodle, bitch. I'm sick. I don't even know if Comet heard me say that because Comet doesn't have a subscription, so Comet is behind some ads right now. No paparazzis, please. No paparazzis. No pictures, please. No pictures. Ah! Please, no pictures, please. 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 Rhydon, Flopper Bop, Skorupi, Flopper Bop. Onyx, Flopper Bop. I didn't ask you if it was Girly Pop. I asked you if we should catch one and if I should put it in the votes. Which, I mean, technically, I guess, like, I did kind of ask you, but I really didn't. Like, you don't have to make the decision based off of any criteria. Just tell me whether or not you like it and I should catch it. I like this little area, these kinds of areas in the underground because they have succulents. I like succulents. Raise your hand if you like. Oh. The game is fun, but everybody let internet, the prevailing internet opinion tell them that this game was dog shit. So then people didn't play it, and that's what happens when you are a sheep. And I'm not saying that y'all are sheep. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people let the game be. Like, y'all let it flop. No shade. Oh hell. Not saying that that was you specifically, Drago, because it wasn't. I'm sure. Oh, is this a fossil? Oh, Cranidos, here we come. Rainy dose, flopper bop, quickly. But also, you know, I think the Pokemon really set us up for failure with this game specifically because they released it at the almost exactly at the same time as Legends. They shouldn't have done that. Oh, I'm surprised that, okay, Kratos is getting bops. I see it. Absolutely, Ruby. Absolutely. And it's also like, what are your expectations? What are your expectations? This is just their way of like trying not to give you like the ported version of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, which were, you know, incomplete games in a lot of ways, and they're trying to give you like a more completed version. Anyway. And a lot of people have like really critical opinions of gameplay, and they're expecting, like, they have high expectations of, you know, their experience, but it's like, are majority of bitches who have the opinions that games are supposed to be this like super high powered, you know, whatever the fuck that they think it's supposed to be, are not either A, not deserving of that shit, B, critical and negative about everything, or C, y'all aren't even serious players of any of the games that you're bitching about. Anyway. Because the serious Pokemon players are not complaining. I complain, but I don't complain very often. You know what I mean? Anyway. Who's Bob? I don't know who Bob is. Maybe Bob is the, Cranidos. Did you think about that, Bob? Comment, I'm not gonna call you out, but I do feel like, I do have opinions about your complaints, but I'm not gonna call you out, so I'm not gonna say what I think. Although I'm sure Comet would actually enjoy if I humiliated them. I'm not gonna do that on stream. Ew. Not that I would, but you know what I mean. Get away from me. I say it how I sees it. Is Bob the Cranidos related to Bob the Drag Queen? The world needs answers. I have no clue. Me finding them both really quickly based on vibes is crazy. We're not going to go to the bike path area right now. I believe that's route, what is it? Route 217? 206. We're not gonna do Route 206 today. Even if there are interesting Pokemon over there in that area, I really just don't want to go over there. That's going to be a long one, but I will keep it on the docket. Maybe we can do that after we get strength. That way we can go for a Gibble if we don't already have one by the time that we get there, because there is a Gibble on the Peachy Steel, and that's part of the only reason to really go over there as far as like actual gameplay is concerned, is to get things like Stunky, Gligar, which I don't think Gligar is there in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl regardless. Etc. Like, there are just a few Pokemon over there. Actually, let me look. Can you get Gligar from over there? Because in Pokemon Platinum you can. I don't think you can in this one. Yeah, and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, the only Pokemon that we can get in Brilliant Diamond specifically is Stunky. Which honestly, I'm just not in love with, and I don't feel like y'all would be in love with it either. Let's do one more of these little areas, and then we'll get out of the Grand Underground. And we can, we'll do the Lost Tower, and then we'll get out of here. Me too, Comet. Me too. What's so funny, Milo Tick? So should we go up or down? Up or down? Near! Up or down? Up or down? We're only gonna do one of these. Honestly, we could fucking do both. Let's just... And then we'll get out of here. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck, bitch. What the fuck? I'm getting jumped. Nothing interesting down here. Sometimes I think you see Togepi down here. What if we got Togepi? Oh, that would eat. I need one real bad. We should shiny hunt for Togepi in this game. Quickly. There's a Psyduck. There's a Roselia. Shout out to Togepi. Let me see where you can get Togepi from in the Grand Underground. Okay, so in the Grand Underground... In the zones. I'm in the zone. Get in the zone, bitch. Auto zone. So right now, because we have 3 badges, all the Pokemon down here are going to be from level 29 to 33. We have been in... the Spacious Caves. That's where we just came from. Let's see what Pokemon are in there. Zubat, Psyduck, Machop, Geodude, Murkrow, Bidoof, Kricketot, Shinx, Badoo, Pachirisu, and Baniri. And then we will have an opportunity for more after we do another badge. We've already been in the Rocky Cave as well. There's Geodude, Onix, and Skorupi until we get Strength. And then after that, it'll add Bronzor, and that's it. We were in the Sandseer Cave. And there is Onix and Skorupi, and then we will add Ponyta next, and then after that, Hippopotas. What about the Dazzling Caves? You can get Togepi in the Dazzling Cave after you get the National Pokédex, but I feel like I got one before that. That's why I'm saying this. Let's look. A pure fairy type, by the way. That's one you forget. Game data. On Bulbapedia on my phone. Mind you. Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. What we can do is Fountain Spring Cavern. Fountain Spring Cave, Dazzling Cave, and Stargleam Cavern. What is the Fountain Spring one? Okay. Right now in the Fountain Spring one, all we can see is Psyduck, Bidoof, Weasel, Shellos, and Gastrodon. I think we're done down here. There's not really anything special at this very moment. We're done. I hate it though. I hate that because I would love to see like special Pokemon, but we're not going to see any special Pokemon for a hot minute until we are looking around and doing some other stuff. So now let's go to the Lost Tower outside of Salation Town. I wish that the Pokemon daycare worked the same way it used to, but I don't think it does. And then after this, I will transfer in the Happiny and the Drifloon, and we can name them. And then we will be done. And then I'm gonna play Peak. So if you want to play Peak with me in the Discord server, or you want to watch me play Peak, pull up in the VC. Comment's gonna play Peak with me. So is V. Mind you. Right. No, Comet's gonna play Peak. Honestly, I didn't genuinely invite anyone to play Peak. Also, fun fact, when we went through this part of when we went through this area of the region, we did not battle anyone. We didn't even touch the grass. I don't even know what's in the grass over here. And that's why we didn't touch the grass. We did come over here. We did explore the grass a little bit. But we found Staravia. Everybody said was a flop. We found Bibarel. Everybody said was a flop. We found Bidoof, which everybody said was a flop on the first route. Like, what are we supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, mind you, I believe Ghastly also exists in here. So we got a Ghastly from the old Chateau, but we could have gotten one in this one too, I think. Maybe we'll do a part 2 of Peachy's Wheel. Would you all like that? A part 2 of Peachy's Wheel with new Pokemon? Comet, you can place down Pittons whenever you're prepared to place down a Pitten, but you only need to place down a Pitten in Peak when you need a Pitten in Peak. And a lot of times, people don't need Pittons in Peak when people play. I would like for Penguissimo to know another move. I'm sick of these. I really want a stronger water type move. Like, I'm saying is that water type move just took out a Stunky one hit.
Pink Venom.
You mad, doggy? You mad, doggy? It's sad that she doesn't like Queen. It really is. An oval stone. We have a Happiny waiting for us. That's perfect. We're not evolving our Happiny immediately though. Y'all know how I feel about Chansey. I don't really even dislike Blissey. I just think that Blissey is oftentimes big and in the way. Y'all know how I feel about Chansey. If you don't know, you don't want to know. Why is the music kind of bumping in here though? What a cutie. Oh, I'm yawning. Let's kill it. Piss Rock. Two for two. Who else had the Piss Rock earlier? Somebody else had the Piss Rock. Was it UV? Was it somebody else? I don't agree with you on the least, but I do see Happiny kind of as a Togepi dupe. So, yeah. Oh, they're showing us all the baby Pokemon, so when we go to the when we go to Solation, we're gonna be like, I need to get a baby Pokemon. I need to talk to a gay person. I'm yawning all over. I'm ready to get off. It's funny because the little kid is like trying to also This that pink venom, yup. The little kid in the back, his little kid who's just like a Pichu, is also trying to command the battle as well. Right on the lease. Clock that. Clock that. They're not the only baby Pokemon that wear diapers, though, too. We also have Toxel, who wears a diaper. And Smoochum wears a diaper as well. I'm saying we're gonna play Peak, but I need to eat dinner. I'm hungry. Aw, all the bonsai. They're really laying it on thick that we need to like get a good understanding that there are baby Pokemon in this game and we need to have them all. Although I'm saying all that shit, but one of my favorite Pokemon is the baby Pokemon. Can you guess which one it is? Pommy's not a baby Pokemon, no. Excuse me. Pommy's not a baby Pokemon. Pommy should be a baby Pokemon, but they wanted it to be early have early availability in the game. They literally put it everywhere. Pokemon AU, where the bubonic plague was spread by all the Palmies that exist all over Aldea. Girl, not me finding another Pokemon right in front of them. I'm just here to talk to the old lady. The Lost Tower is where the spirits of departed Pokemon are put to rest. Those that enjoyed long lives, those whose time were short. All the departed Pokemon shall find some solace here. It's good of you to have visited. Here, take this technical machine. I cannot get Togepi for a hot minute, so we're not even gonna focus on that. Unless we transported it in, which I think we would be able to transport it in through, Pokemon Sword Shield. Let me make your journey up this place less frightening. Take this. A cleanse tag. The cleanse tag. Let the first Pokemon in your team hold it. It'll help keep wild Pokemon away so you can leave unhindered. Bye. Thank you, old ladies. Let me get my money up just one more time before we get up out of here. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. Not him doing an XD. Oh, Mischievous. I wish we had a Mischievous in this game. Oh, maybe just a regular one. Oh, why do I keep yawning? Bow, bow, bow. Mm. 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 I think it's butter chicken pickled. Butter chicken with rice. She's a baddie, but her man is a simp. I'm sorry. She's a baddie, but her man is a simp. Let's talk about it. A great ball. Also, this bop, the drums. Let's just give it one more good placing because this shit was bumping. The drums? Y'all hear this shit? You turn it up. Let it ramp up a little bit before you. Oh. Hey, 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 hey. Gen 3, Gen 4 are really like the peak of early Pokemon. And then like right after that is when it really, I don't, it's kind of like the fall off of it, even though I really love Unova and Unova was my favorite for a long time prior to Oris. And now it's kind of like, if that was like era 1 of Pokemon, generations 1 through 5, and now like these most recent 4 generations that we have are like era 2. Which is kind of how I see it. Like once we reach the 3D era, it's no longer the early Pokemon era, like the early Pokemon games anymore. The music, it might not be as good, but overall the stories, I think, have been enhanced by your experience in the game. Which is part of the reason why I was kind of excited for this game. And I'm glad that they added in some things. I wish that this had a similar energy to Auras. Because imagine this game if it had imagine this game if it had Dynamax. Deadass. Imagine this game if it had Dynamax, if it had a partially open world like Sword and Shield, if it had fully 3D models, if you could customize your outfits, like it would be a completely different game with the same nostalgic Pokédex. And then you get to add, and then you can add a few more in. Like imagine if it was like an actual like real, you know, Generation 8 game. Like it deserved to be. That's what I want to see. Box 40. And look at the Pokemon we caught today. We got a Lickitung and we got a Phantasmal. Y'all voted in Princess, but I made no promises to level up Princess or evolve Princess next episode, so I don't know what we're gonna do with that. I don't even know if I have the ability to evolve Princess. What we are gonna do though is actually we're going to go, oh my, and we're going to go. What fucks me up is that every Pokemon game regardless of how you play it or which one it is, has a different different controls for the menu. We're gonna save where we are right here. Save the game. Now we're gonna go to Pokemon Scarlet. And we're going to take those Pokemon out of the box so that we can put them in through. That's the last thing that we're gonna do today. If anybody else would like to go one more time, definitely can. I just need to see that redeem happen. Does anybody have any ideas for the shiny Happiny and shiny Drifloon that we're adding to? I think the Happiny's name was Baby Bell. The heart. And it still is. We also have, so these are the Pokemon that we have left. We have Meditite, Ralts, Psyduck, Dratini, Dibble left. We're going to be adding in the Drifloon, but Drifloon does not have a name. Does anybody have a name for this? If not, I'm going to be changing the name. I'll be throwing her into... I'm in like... Nothing. Like, it's not... Right, right. Um... I guess I'll just name her... I don't... I'm gonna name her Maleficent. I like it. All right, so those Pokemon are going to be added to the to Brilliant Diamond, but I'm gonna end the stream here. Y'all will see them in the boxes in Brilliant Diamond because I'm gonna add them to Pokemon Home right now. But I'm just gonna end the stream since we're gonna anyway. I will see y'all real soon. Bye.